Alright, welcome in everybody to another Earthbound Super Series. I'm Chef Gobes, joined by Shooky.
Hello.
Hello. We have a very good race with MissDes versus Heikonnic? I don't know how to pronounce people's names. This is my first comms in Earthbound, so I don't know pronunciations.
I think one of those was right in there.
It's probably Des.
Oh, it's like Heikonnic's
Whoop.
froze. We'll get that sorted shortly.
There we go. Alright, caught back up. Timers are pretty close.
Yeah, this is good.
It looked like for a second that things were not close. I was not watching the race room, so I actually didn't know when the timer was actually going, so. Oopsies.
Oh, MissDes and Heikonnic.
I always call Des, so I don't know if I'm incorrect. She has never corrected me, so.
I'm certain somewhere we've got it correct, just as this meteor is certain.
Oh yeah. Hey, Des says Chef right. It's the first time I've ever been right. Like, ever. So, it's pretty cool. We're gonna mark that down. We'll put that on the board.
MissDes making D's games.
Yeah, there we go. Both players grabbing their bat.
Wait, is it D's like desert or dessert?
Like desert, yeah.
Oh, okay. I read it wrong.
Yeah, attack swig is correct. It is Des like desert. God, my dog is just being a little grumble dog. Literally have met all the needs of dog, and he is still just being dog.
Adding his ambiance to the Earthbound run.
Exactly, just soft grumbles from across the room because he wants to go fight the dog outside. But both players just doing the kind of basic hill climb here. Not a ton of strats here, just some players walk specific lines, some players walk around trees. I feel like it all comes out in the wash.
There's a little bit of time saves gliding off of objects instead of going diagonal. Apparently it's because of the way the subpixels work. If I was reading it right, you move faster when you're going left or right compared to diagonally.
See, this is why I'm glad you're here, because I'm such a scrub. I'm just like, rah.
I obsess and absorb all of the knowledge while I'm here.
I go by what people tell me sometimes, and then most of the time I forget it, so.
Yeah, obsessively. I have like a big note document for Earthbound.
No, Peen, if you want to unmute and just eat carrots into the mic, that's probably fine. Probably good audio.
We'll just pretend we don't hear it the whole time.
Can we all just get some carrots? Like, I think I have some carrots in my fridge. We could just have a carrot stream.
Are there any carrots in Earthbound?
I don't think there is.
It's a shame.
That would be like a really cool item though. Like it gives you like a slight HP bonus, but like makes your like hit percentage go up because like a hidden stat because like you can see better.
Oh, there is a carrot key.
That is true. There is a carrot.
It disappears as soon as you use it, though.
Yeah. You do feed it to the rabbit statues. Just right in the mouth.
Heikonnic getting an unfortunate raven right out the door, and so does Death.
Yeah, Des got the dog and the like secret raven at the bottom there. Oof, these spawns are fun.
The dog is fine. That crow was not. It beelined.
Yeah. That's what I always hate about the crows is like sometimes you're like, all right, they're probably just gonna wander off, and then they just charge you, and you're like, well, that might as well happen.
They're really fast.
They're so fast. I feel like they're always slightly faster than you assume they are.
MissDes did get a crow and a couple snake spawns. She got them despawned and had kind of a tough time up here, but didn't take a tough fight in making it the first one to picky.
That's true. Good despawns. Okay, dog, please. Oh my god. And now he's just like bumping up against my mic stand.
He's gonna give his input on this unfortunate coil snake.
He has opinions, and he does not like snakes, so what seems to be his opinion.
There's some really rough spawns for sure. There was a dog in the very beginning, like 3 times, and then as soon as you got past that part, there was a snake waiting for him.
So it's always not a good sign when you get a level up off the snake. That means you've had a rough time on the hill.
Yeah, a crow and a snake, I believe, so far.
Just a bunch of despawns.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a dog up that high, or like in that spot anyway.
No, I think I've only ever seen a snake up that high. I have seen a snake like to the right of Exaggerate's house too, which is always like very jarring because you really don't expect it there. Like up by the trees, maybe sometimes you'll see a snake, but then like you're like, okay, cool, take the turn, and it's just like, hi.
Those plates are 5%, so it's some really good bad luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Heikonnic doing a really similar picky pool. Oh, it is pokey. Yeah. Mine's going a bit crazy. But Buzz starts talking once he flies and touches pokey. And so the closer you can get him, the better. It saves some frames.
Yeah.
And if you overmash, you might be far enough away that you don't talk to the fire.
That's always good. That meteor is hot.
All capital letters hot.
Buzz over 122. Des is very good. I did not look at the first hit though, because I believe that was the second hit.
I think it was the first one. We'll see this next what happens here. Okay, yeah. I think that was the second one.
That must yeah. I am very grateful for from this community that's very knowledgeable. Every time I watch a stream or talk to somebody in the community, I learn something new. So much appreciated.
Exactly. And the great thing is, if you say something and it's not true, someone in chat knows.
And they're not rude about it. They're like, but no, it's like this. I'm like, oh, cool. They're not just like, ugh, scrub, learn a thing.
Have you heard of the history of the bullying here, though? Sometimes the Earthbound community be like that. It's all loving bullying.
No, I'm very well ingratiated with the Tetris community, and that is a bullying community. Tetris players be rude. It's like Heikonnic had like an 85, I think I saw. Taco, I've never said anything vaguely true. Yeah. This guy can't even T-spin. Yeah. Yeah, Bean Train's saying a funny Tetris thing. Good. T-spins are harder than they look. My dog is continuing to run into my chair and mic stand, so if there's any big blups, what happened?
Heikonnic finally getting out of the hill section.
Does get in a pretty clean zoo. I think I saw her despawn one time, but no secret snakes. Yeah. That bottom row of trees, I feel like, is always hiding a snake or two sometimes when you least expect it.
It seems like in Heikonnic's case, when the RNG is bad on the spawns, it seems like it's all bad.
Yeah.
It does not let up. Earthbound has some like cursed ranges, and if you're in it, you're good luck.
You're just in it forever. That is the interesting thing about this game, is it just like sometimes you just like breeze through stuff and you just like wow, this game's so much fun, and then sometimes you just have these games where it feels like it's putting its finger down on the scale for you and just being like, oh,
Yeah.
you wanted to have fun? Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
So will be no fun today.
Yeah. Just going for trash juice here.
I figure Heikonnic will use trash juice as well, being pretty low from the fights in the hills.
Trash juice has saved me more times than I'd like to admit. God, the dog. Seriously? Oh. Sorry. Hold on.
And absolutely, there's a lot of big... The hill climb is the first small hurdle. Frank is the mountain. And then right after that mountain, you have a literal mountain and giant step to cross.
Sorry, my dog put his entire butt on my mic stand against my desk, so I'm
you might be getting some ASMR farts.
No, I was more concerned about just the metal ting against the desk. That just tends to resonate. I like having a floor stand for my mic, so I don't like me putting things down on my desk don't make noises, but sometimes he just pushes the whole stand up against the desk, and it's like, well, that just defeated the purpose of everything. Does having a pretty painless arcade, though, onto Monsieur Frank.
Let's see how much HP Heikonnic has. Maybe he's going for it. We'll eat the bread. Oh, that's not bad. He'll eat the bread roll.
Yeah.
Must have healed at some point that I missed.
Yeah, 45 was a high start point. Maybe just ate the bread roll in general?
We'll have to see.
Yeah, Frank just being the stabby.
Uh-oh, eating the can of juice by accident on MissDes. Oh no, Frank!
This is gonna take a death. They
Not
got lost in the sauce. No.
Heikonnic gut saving on second Pogo Punk.
That was a little harrowing.
I think Onat is becoming Onat again today. Heikonnic taking 2 hula hoops from Yes Men Jr.
You never want to see that. You never want to see that hoop. Oh, not gonna let you pass. So not like this. Some really good Onat jokes in chat. Perfect. Love to see it.
Coming soon, t-shirts. EBSS admins. Ooh, that's getting
pincered by these snakes, but
Beautiful.
stuttering. Frank just being a stabby. Ooh, wow, that was right on the cusp there.
Yeah, that Frank being mean to Heikonnic, but getting the hamburger eat in.
22 is like right at that point when I start getting uncomfy. Once again, I'm not a numbers guy, but I feel like someone told me once.
Let's see.
Frankie's not getting a little violent here. That's just blowing Frank away that time, though. Smash to Frankenstein, so that's gonna be a pretty quick fight.
All right, we love to say it. And now we're very close to getting together again.
Yeah.
Maybe like 20, 30 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah, Des made that time up very quickly, which is it's always good to see. You always hate when the Frankenstein fight is like or Frank in general is just the point where it just pulls everyone apart. My dog is losing his mind.
There's definitely Earthbound will be so mean to you that you eat all of your hamburgers on Frank, and then you have to have Frankenstein go perfectly, and it doesn't.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I got one life up and a cookie. Let's see what happens. And then you just get tore into 3 straight times. You're like, well, can't really do much about that, I guess.
Miss Des, as she was leaving the arcade, the what guy didn't even get a chance to talk. It just the speech bubble came up and disappeared. It was an instant tech skip. Oh, I've never. Wow, that's what people have talked about with the bush. I've always gone left out of the town hall.
Oh. Well, yeah, I always do too. That was an interesting little routing. I like that though.
It must be hard to get that exact path with all the bushes there, though.
Yeah, I don't trust my maneuvering around these bushes because their hitboxes are slightly larger than you expect them to be.
Steph's going through too. Also super smooth.
Alright, well, I'm trying that in my race. Prepare to see me get stuck on every single one of those trees.
Yeah, don't try it blind. I did a similar thing to doing left entrance to the theater, going up through the pond, and immediately went into the photo trigger.
I will never try left theater. I'm so terrified.
Yeah.
There's not many things that terrify me in Earthbound, but that is trying a new bit of routing when there's a photo trigger is one of them.
The fuzzy pickles of shame.
Yeah. Because you just have to sit there and just wait for it. It's not like you can get into like a fight or something and at least have some sort of action. You just have to set your controller down gently and just be like, well...
Heikonnic starting his first set of slugs, getting 3. There might be one hanging around, or maybe it was despawned.
Yeah, it's just a possible bonus slug. I'll say I thought I saw 4 when he hit that. So I was kind of surprised to see 3 in the fight.
MissDes getting her first 4 immediately as well.
That's very good.
Oh, Heikonnic getting second pack very quick.
You're always so used to spawning and despawning to try and get that spawn plate, and then when you see the first slug, you kind of like hesitate and walk back. Like, wait, hang on, no, wait. I feel like I do that more times than I care to admit. Just like start walking away from the slugs and be like, wait.
Yeah, the worst part is when you despawn some of the pack and so you don't get the full set.
Yeah. you just get like a 2 and you're like, well, this is what I deserve. You know, the slugs have been doing good so far. Des doing the mole trick here. Or the rat trick, not mole. But it's not a mole.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
And they...
It's a mouse, but a small mole.
True. They can see, which is some advantage.
Yeah. It's like a Pokemon evolution thing.
Yeah,
as it evolves, it loses its eyesight.
It's the above ground mouse. Or the above ground mole.
Goes from Smash Mouth to Blind Mole to third best. It's its evolutionary trait.
And that mouse being there does keep... It's close enough to the spawn plate that it will not... That spawn plate will no longer spawn a mouse, which kind of gives it 2 chances to roll a slug, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, I read something about it one time, but as I said, I don't retain information.
I think that Heikonnic is on 20. MissDes just finished up her 16th.
Yeah, I think this is the 5th pack.
Oh, the tile won't spawn another rat. Yeah, that must be it. So it just, you don't have an option to spawn the rat, making a slug slightly more likely.
Both players making the ascent here, so... I didn't see if Des got the level 8, though.
I think she's going for the 6-pack up top. I believe she's killed 16.
Okay. That's what I thought, too.
And she's trying to see what she gets. This looks like it... Oh, well, maybe it wasn't. I'm not 100% sure. It looked like that might have been ants. Yeah. Now there's something stuck on the rope. That's a really good trick, too. If something's on that rope, you can go down below that little, like, stalactite.
Yeah, it's definitely slugs on the left, and that's definitely an ant on the right.
Oh,
yeah. Maybe it was a slug on the right.
How strange.
Yeah. Usually the ants are on the right side, so that's why you try and lean towards that left side. Yeah, that is true. You can get the spawn ant split battle up there. I've gotten that more times too.
I'm kind of not getting the stutter and getting red swirled by 2 ant toys. No PP. This might be dangerous.
Okay, no help, but also not able to one-shot is a little scary. Ooh.
Okay. One call for help. I'm not sure what the dodge or the runaway chance is. Hopefully, okay, good.
Okay.
That was saved. And Heikonnic is leveled up, I believe.
I think so. Because they got a slug pack on the 2nd level. I'd be shocked if they weren't leveled at this point.
And so he is going to have to spawn another...
Good. Chat's paying attention. That's perfect. Thank you, chat.
Heikonnic getting the 2nd butterfly spawn, making the final stretch while MissDes is starting ant. The Titanic ant, even.
Look at that! I learned something new. I learned you can respawn the butterfly without going back in the door.
76 on ant for the first hit, and yeah, like that tree on the right there is right where that spawn plate will start spawning again. But there's is 90% chance, so sometimes it just doesn't
Sometimes
work.
it just doesn't. Yeah. Well, it also, I mean, it's also 90% chance going through the door. So like,
Yeah.
you can go back through the door and it's still not, and it's like that feels worse.
Heikonnic getting a really nice stutter around that ant. I didn't see what the second rockin' hit for, but I think we've got 2 more hits now that the shield is down. So I think this one is either going to be it or the next one.
Oh, there's another shield though.
Yeah, pretty much doubles it. There we go.
Well, but yeah, it does get me through ant pretty painlessly. I think only like 2 burgers.
I think, did Heikonnic get his second rockin', or was that magneted away?
I think it might have been magneted away.
It's getting a bit rough here.
Thankfully, Ant is playing nice with these. Oh, no, there's a 44. Never mind.
Oh.
53 right after it. Oh, that's...
Woo, risk it. And got it. Insane.
That's... My heart rate just went up. Both players are through Ant, though, which is good to see. No major issues, just on my part.
My mind is blown. The racers are so close.
I know.
And of course, coming through the door, there's 6 slugs just waiting for you.
just a tempting 6-pack just hanging out, like... I don't think we'll get a race as close as the one, was it yesterday with the 0.6 second?
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. I need to go back and watch the VOD. I caught the beginning of it and then had to leave, and then came back just as they were wondering about the photo finish and like checking the times.
Mm-hmm. I told myself, like, I'm gonna go to bed after this race, and then the end of the race happened. I was like, oh boy. Guess I'm not going to bed for a bit.
It seems like all of the bracket matches so far have been really, really close. None so close, but
yeah, just wait till mine later. It's fine.
Well, not too much longer to go here.
I know. I made the smart decision of doing comms right before my match, so
getting all the strats, getting it fresh in the brain.
Yeah. This is called opponent research, even though I'm not playing either of these players, but still. I'm trying to get my brain full of Earthbound beforehand. Or as I would usually just stare into the void of the internet, so.
Oh, yeah, I would have been in that same place.
Des starting the cop fights. First cop's pretty painless. Yeah, that's true, Peen. Yeah, the polo levels actually mattered, which was so funny.
Cops here have 75 HP. And depending on whether Ness has 5 or 6 speed, usually determines how nice of a time you're going to have on outspeeding.
You're usually right at the, like, you're right alongside them, so you only ever outspeed them when you don't need to.
Yeah, or when you're eating a hamburger and they chopping you right after.
Exactly, yeah. You always outspeed them when you're gonna heal.
Oh. That smash was for 74. It didn't quite have the offense required to one-shot the cop.
That's tragic. I mean, it's still a smash, so it's still 2 turns worth of offense, but you'd love for it to just one-shot him.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of choppings coming out here. Ooh, that's 3 in a row for Heikonnic.
these cops just watched Beverly Hills Cop before this, so just chopping away. Was there karate chops in that movie? I don't remember. Did Eddie Murphy karate chop people in that movie? Am I making a dated reference? I probably am.
I am unfortunately have no idea about pop culture. I don't know anything about anyone that did anything. Not entirely true, but may as well just be.
I know way too much about it. Dez just breezing through strong though. Didn't even realize she was unstrong until she just put him in the ground. It's a good sign.
Very nice. I think it was a smash at the very end that finished him off.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably going to heal again here. Nope, just going for the rockin'. This should take him out. He has... Oh, it didn't work. Okay, he has 35 HP.
Yeah, that's always the risk, is for like your rockin' will miss on occasion against strong, and it's always so demoralizing.
When it needs to, it just decides not to. He was nice and didn't do a submission hold, which I think would have killed. It might have been mashed out of.
Yeah, Heikonnic was at like 45 at that point, so it was probably mashable, but it's still a little stressful.
It's scary, yeah. Okay, that was some sneaky mushrooms. I don't think you could have even got through the center of them. That was a perfect spawn to block you off completely.
Sometimes that happens, and we'll see if there's a welcoming party here. Doesn't feel like it, though.
Oh, you're going to have to get rid of that one.
Yeah, that's... At the very least, get rid of the bottom one, but this is still like a...
Yeah, I think that one would have been safe because of that next set up there, but you gotta be fast.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's not.
That one's bad. Unless you're trying to do mushroom percent, then... Which is a category I just made up.
I was trying to think of a way to get it routed in where you don't withdraw money, you just sell the mushrooms. It's like you get 3 mushrooms or something.
You would need so many mushrooms to get the money that you would need for the next whole chunk. Because you don't really see a mushroom for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you route in getting like 5 free eggs and hatching them all. Just like English breakfast percent or something.
Maybe that's the way food percent is supposed to go.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you get mushroomed and then they take the mushrooms and they eat the mushrooms. So you have to go get the eggs.
I think them eating the mushrooms is how The Last of Us happens, so probably shouldn't do that.
We do have a high five going in the Apple Kid's house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see at least 3 more of those.
Yep. You have a ketchup bag. A slug noted food percent expert weighing in on this. Ooh. That was a sketchy butterfly. Your eyes light up when you see it, and then you see a mushroom. You're like, well, no, I don't need that butterfly. It's fine. I'm just gonna keep walking.
In Tucson in particular, the butterflies just love the pick a direction and they're down. They're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, Fart K being really disrespectful to...
Extra farty. The planet needs me. Yes. Next year on food percent? Ugh, it's so far away.
It better be on January 1st.
Mm-hmm. We need food percent, so Octopus Cal could just set a world record in it that no one will ever touch.
That's the one that Suig is allowed to have.
Yeah.
Ooh, that UFO is It might be stuck there. I would walk past it. But you don't know what's ahead of you, I guess. So.
Yeah, you say that, but then it'll just like eat itself at you full speed. Okay, I'll try running it. Give me your notes. I'll run the percent. I'm always down to try weird speed runs.
Yeah, I think the gimmick to food percent is camera is on and they eat like 8 hamburgers
during the run.
Yeah.
Just get like a White Castle like burger box.
you would be destroyed.
Yeah. It's part competitive eating, part speed running.
You may as well add some Taco Bell in there too. Start making some White Castle Taco Bells. I'm sure there could be some combination.
I love that White Castle Crunchwrap. It's a Crunchwrap with an entire White Castle hamburger, bun and all inside of it.
What foods make you skip? I guess that's... What is the skip sandwich? Now I need to know.
The bread is caffeinated.
Is it brown?
Yeah.
It's like coffee soaked?
Yeah, no, it's soaked in Red Bull.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Red 40 gives me digestion problems.
I think that's just part of what Red 40 does.
Yeah.
Good, we're grossing out chat. This is perfect.
This is the real food percent.
Mm-hmm. The real food percent was inside of us all along.
Okay, so I think Heikonnic bought a skip on the way in, and MissDes bought one on the way out.
Yep.
I've always wondered which was... I guess it depends on how much is in your inventory, whether you can get the pencil eraser in 1 or 2 inputs. But I never remember enough to know where to do it.
Yeah, if you don't know, there's no way that I would know.
True, yeah, in Glitchless you get the mouse on the way down from the house.
I did know that. I've done Glitchless exactly 1 time.
The runaway mouse from the house that lets you exit. Shouse. Yeah, some other word.
Yeah, the mouse house. Mickey Mouse's house of escape mouses.
Yep.
Yep.
Except, it probably would have been okay if they'd done it in 1990X.
Yeah. Alright, both players start in the Happy Valley. This is Peaceful Rest Valley? Yeah. That's what this is called.
MissDes getting some robos flying around here.
Yeah.
And so they ran up to the tree and then went left, which avoids a spawn plate, but does still activate 2 down there.
These robos are very scary. Not necessarily for the fight itself, but they're just like, if you get anywhere close to them, they're almost impossible to avoid.
And I think the run chance against the robos is pretty high up there. Okay, this would be kind of dangerous if there's something up top, but MissDes does get her through it just fine. There wasn't a butterfly, gonna have to go down to get one. And there was everything else. Oh,
butterfly had a death wish. There we go. A much safer butterfly spawn there.
Okay, this is where the skip sandwich is coming out. And the pencil eraser was in that first spot. I didn't miss that. Okay, Heikonnic chasing the butterfly up to where the hard hat is.
Oh, do we see a hard hat? Do we see hard hat percent? No? Okay. Sad.
Yeah, I'm sure you activate more spawns, and luckily that robo just got itself stuck down there and Ooh, and there's some things waiting, but
Yeah, thankfully the door's close enough you can avoid that. Neither player went for the life noodles either, so.
be no Vogler today. Well,
Nope.
there's quite a few runs coming up, so can't say that quite yet.
I'll do it. I'll just hard commit to it.
And speaking of that, at 7 p.m. Eastern, right after this race, will be a quad. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, there'll be another race as well. So
Yes.
your Friday night will be full.
Friday night EB. I missed it for half a second, but it looked like Heikonnic had a cultist like right on the door there. I just saw a flash of blue as the screen transitioned.
The cave is always scary.
Yeah. Those cultists can schmoove, so.
And since they are part of a scripted fight, or whatever arbitrary reason otherwise that Earthbound would make, you cannot run away from them.
Of course, because it's Earthbound, they can summon friends. Because all the worst enemies can.
Right. Well, cultists have to stick together.
Yeah.
Paint the world blue takes a lot of cultists.
Sure.
MissDes did save a Rockin because she took out one of the cultists and she bashed out the rest of the fight, so she will probably have a fast car painter or use a Rockin on the required fight in here.
Does grab a banana? Double banana?
Saying no. Some misinputs. Did get an egg at the end though. Heikonnic going for eggs as well. Oh, didn't want that one. This menu is really difficult. I've done this myself too.
It just has too many questions.
Yeah, and if you press like B because you're mashing, you just decide you don't want it rather than just taking it.
Yeah, even though it's free.
Okay,
Des getting a bunch of bonus cultists here.
Yeah, okay, looks like we're gonna get through it. Yep.
Yeah, thankfully she had the extra Rockin', so she still has one for Car Painter here.
That was a good move.
Ooh, actually, technically has two because of that PP8 boost there.
Heikonnic getting similar luck, but does not have an extra Rockin'. I think the level up should get him one for Car Painter. If it doesn't, it'll be close.
Well, at least have a life up for an emergency.
Gonna eat a few bananas here. So the bananas are gonna have their use.
Yep, does get the 8.
Okay, MissDes unfortunately not getting any of the lightnings and missing.
It's never a fun feeling when you hear that distant thunder noise. Does get one here though.
Okay, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Very high hit. That was a 158, I think. I think Rockin' hit a 110.
Yeah,
that 159. Yeah.
Oh jeez, yeah. That's pretty good.
Looks like Heikonnic is saving his life up or his PP for a life up. These crashing booms might make the difference.
Yeah.
Coming in clutch. Oh, big smash.
Smash. Very good, very good. So both racers still very close coming out of Car Painter. Very different amounts of luck, but still making it work.
don't think either runner got the skip sandwich from the chest. Or the present. As it be.
Yeah, I did not see either of them grab it.
Des has sandwich. Nice. Indeed. And 2 bananas. Preserving that glitchless muscle memory by giving Paula the items. Whoa. Okay. Some crazy crows.
Those
getting
crows
through
were
it.
just like all over the place. Thankfully, none of them actually gave a care, but they were just like they were just having a time.
Definitely crazy. We're not an HP comfortable for crow work.
No.
Heikonnic getting similar luck with the crows.
Thankfully, one of them got stuck though.
The last one was coming for him.
Oh yeah. Crow was out for blood.
Ness having a little cute gut save here.
Just when you want it.
Okay, there goes Ness. Just auto fight and wait. And didn't take much waiting at all. That's going out first.
Yeah.
Oh, very similar death warps. Neck and neck. Heikonnic needing to withdraw a little bit of money. Only has $69.
Nice. Time to do the little Tucson fetch quest party where you just run around town for a while.
So MissDes walked around to the right of everything, like go through the people's backyards, see which way Heikonnic goes. Okay, he's going left. This is the way that I usually go. Not really sure just by watching which one's better. Probably really similar.
Yeah, I feel like they're both close. I think it just depends on how much stuff you just accidentally get stuck on. At least for me.
Yeah.
Like how many just weird pieces of geometry you get caught on.
That right path might be really nice because there's a lot more things you can just glide off of.
This is true. Less sharp angles. Yeah, the right's also nice too because you don't. There's less potential for spawns. You don't get that random hippie floating around or. Grumpy
Yeah, indeed. We did see Heikonnic seeing one of the guys anyway that came, but need to get stuck.
Yeah.
Heikonnic doing a left entrance.
Looks like.
Okay, yeah.
We're really snuggled up to the building there, made sure. Des gets our first built-in bathroom break of the run.
Thankfully, Earthbound, it does have quite a bit of mashing, even if you're using turbo, so you can get the ultimate tech speed. Although you get plenty of breaks, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it makes it a very good speedrunning game for that purpose.
Get the MissDes emotes out here. Heikonnic just right behind her.
Yeah, it's great to see both these runners so close. Couple of rude moments of RNG, but nothing too unconquerable, I suppose.
Just a quick reminder, we do have a Discord for the Earthbound speedrunning community. If you'd like to join, you'll have more access to information on when races are going to happen and even participate yourself.
Yep. Yeah, you get all the events get posted for matches. You get updates on when Peen Train finds a really good meme. Whenever we all start hyper focusing on Taco Bell and Buck Bumble, it's a good time.
I'm hoping later there's going to be a link to the Flintstones Earthbound menu music in chat.
Oh yeah. Flintstones Earthbound music was very good. This is very true. Yeah, we are gamers after all. Right bus from Des, a little wiggle by the traffic sign. That frickin' sidewalk text box has gotten me more times than I can count. When you just get in the van and you're like, yep, okay, cool, I can just not pay attention to my controller for a second, and you're like, oh.
And it runs over the sidewalk and you have to acknowledge the fact.
Yeah.
Well, it's the sidewalk that's in the way, of course.
Of course. Very cool. Dog stayed out of the way for both players, which is always good. That dog can't just walk in front of the street and just clip through the bus, which is always terrifying.
We do not like seeing Runaway 5 commit vehicular manslaughter of dogs. Yeah. Vehicular dog slaughter, I suppose.
Yeah. Vehicular dog aside.
However, the dog is perfectly fine at all times.
At all times. I tend to get got by the if you don't mash through the Skyrunner startup sequence, there is actually a secret text box that I discovered. Where it's like, no, you have to push A to make the go. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm glad I found this out.
I learned recently I couldn't press L for that. I had to actually press A.
Yeah, you actually do have to press A for that text box, which is really annoying. That's why I always alternate, just in case.
MissDes getting a lot of lag in the graveyard. She does know about going below the gravestone, which will avoid the fly spawns up above the trees here.
Kind of like how we need to back out of the graveyard to get rid of a bunch of those flies that were just cruising.
I will have to try the Turbo L again. I believe that's what I was doing that didn't work, but I might have been using the wrong one. MissDes getting her children knocked out and put into zombie jail while Heikonnic is short to follow.
Ness just getting thirst trapped.
The interesting thing too is if you check like on her while she's walking, you can get close enough to her and she'll stop and turn around and face you, but it says nothing interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've gotten it a couple times. It's always funny. technically a slight time loss, but still very funny.
Right. It's the same as running around the pool. And by that I mean the pond and pond cave.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's more a swag strat than anything else. Just highlighting the fact that yes, there is a pond in Pond Cave. It's called that for a reason.
So this is one of the last trials of the run. Was trying to get through Brick Road and then through Pond Cave. The runners are very, very close. This will be the deciding factor. And then we still have Boogey the tent to get through, of course.
Exactly. The fights in Brick Road are very can be very jarring depending on what happens. Especially the first protoplasm fight, I feel like that fight matters more than any of them.
Yeah, the first protoplasm, if it can call for help turn 1, or it can just hit you 3 times and you just lose.
Yeah.
Pretty unfortunate.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, Death's dropping the broken spray can will not get any text according to that. Also, slightly better menuing. Won't have to do a second input for the lockers here. We got double Maxwell's on the screen.
The old double Maxwell's trick.
I'm really excited for the next double thing we'll be able to see.
I always love the Maxwell stats.
Another small time saver by Heikonnic. Well, didn't see what MissDes did, but if you menu to your other slot and equip the hat first, it resets your cursor to the first item, so then you can equip and save.
Interesting.
Small amounts of time. And as Bean Train mentioned to me recently, it doesn't actually do that in Mother 2. In Mother 2, the cursor stays on whatever item you equipped. It's only Earthbound.
Interesting. I've only played Mother 2 a few times, just mostly because I can't read Japanese and I haven't memorized what the item names are, so it's makes it tricky.
Yeah, I wonder. I kind of want to play around in Boogie Percent in Mother 2 just because it's a shorter run for the text.
And most of the items you're using are named similarly, like you're using mostly hamburgers, so
right.
You just look for the phrase that's most repeated in your inventory, and you're probably okay.
And Heikonnic getting the dog spawn, which is quite lucky.
Yeah.
Best case, which we get the bread roll, which gives us another almost full heal, which makes the first protoplasm incredibly safe, plus the extra health from the level up. Even though it's only 3 HP, it lets you live on average 1 extra attack by protoplasm.
Yep. Get our first Tessie on screen. Our good friend. Best character in the game. And that sweet Tessie music. dog has resorted to laying in the doorway and just growling perpetually. So that's always fun.
He knows in approximately 5 to 8 minutes he will be saved.
Yeah. Exactly. He'll get to go pee. I'll get to go pee.
Maybe get to see the dog.
Mm-hmm. No, the other dogs seem kind of skittish. I don't want to introduce that to a...
Ooh. This is getting pretty close to the first protoplasm skip. Just needed to go a little bit higher up, I believe. It's really, really precise.
That is a much more precise skip than the second one.
Looks like the fight's going quite well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Bubble Monkey took it out.
Bubble Monkey with the 1 HP kill. Love it. I'll say I don't think Des got touched in that whole fight. So
I don't think so. Like she had full HP the whole time. Oh, this duck is. Sometimes you can get it stuck in the. Oh wow! It just came right to her that time.
Yeah.
It's in a pretty good spot.
Might be a little high up to get that bottom drag though, but you still can kind of wiggle around it.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah.
It looks like that works pretty well.
Yeah, especially when Bubble Monkey is actually cooperating, but does not cooperate for the second proto skip.
Unfortunately. However, the second proto is a lot safer after the levels. Even with this call for help.
Yeah.
Pretty much 2 or 3 shot it. Heikonnic getting through with 11 HP. Still has his food available to him.
Mm-hmm. Oop, looks like we have a little leg spike from Des. Oop.
Looks like the cropping reset or something happened here.
Oh.
There we go.
That.
Oh, I think it's just skipping. I think the stream.
Interesting.
Heikonnic spending a lot of time trying to get this duck to cooperate. Okay, that was deciding to fight it.
Yeah.
The duck can be quite finicky. Once you get aggro to the duck, it will run towards you, even if it can't see you exactly, and then you need to unaggro it, so that way it will go back to its random behavior of moving in a direction, and then you hope it goes the direction you want it to.
Gotcha. Looks like Des did get through that proto fight, despite technical difficulties. It's now in Pond Cave.
Okay, Heikonnic also getting Bubble Monkey ruining the second proto skip.
Yeah, you can only count on Bubble Monkey so much.
MissDesG having a hard time getting this hallway clean. And Heikonnic getting some extra time waste from Protoplasm. We got Protoplasm C here.
Yep. As long as we don't see Protoplasm D or E, we should be okay.
Taking the slug fight, getting them out of here.
I will be back in just one moment. Dog is getting into something. 1 second.
He is ready. Jeff taking out Proto A, B, and C, proceeding into Pond Cave. Depending on his luck coming in here, this may not be over. Pond Cave can be quite difficult. MissDesG doing some stutters, deciding didn't quite like that. You never know what's going to be right in this next room. But that despawn from the door gets through quite far. Heikonnic getting a clear entrance immediately. Wow, an entire clear cave. That was entirely clear on the first screen there. That's what he needed. Just us making it through the second portion. And MissDesG is going to make her way up the rope. Last spawn preventing her, or depending on how nice the mushrooms are up ahead. Heikonnic struggling to get these mushrooms out of here so he can proceed through the second stage of Pond Cave. Okay, see how his last room is while MissDes despawns a mushroom or two. I think she's safe there, yep. Heikonnic not far behind. The Bubble Monkey did decide to run off, so he decided to run for the bottle rocket and then come back, because you pretty much need to wait for Bubble Monkey to come back. The further he has to travel, the slower it will be when he's using his bubble.
I returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry about that. He's full rambunctious right now, because of course he is.
He's finding all the things to get into to request attention.
I'd rather he do this now than while I'm actually racing, so...
Yeah. And Heikonnic getting a really clean climb, at least. There was no mushrooms up there for him.
Yeah.
This is all going to come down to Boogey Tent.
It's going to be very, very close. All the dog things. Yeah, he went up on the counter and grabbed a dish towel and started running around with it, so it was a great time. Just being the absolute worst. Oh yeah, Daniel. My actual dog was being an actual dog.
Oh.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Peen Train was cursing our runners. That's usually how it works. Chat has turned on our restreamer, so it's always good.
No, so MissDes does have a skip sandwich, which may protect her from zombie dog.
It's true.
Sarah has calculated the deltas. We're 40 seconds apart. It's definitely within Boogey Tent's discretion.
Oh, it will just take one low roll or a Paul of Death to swing things one way or the other.
And it's unfortunately not that unlikely that... Well, I think it's roughly like a 50% chance that you get the one-shot Boogey Tent outright. Maybe a little less.
It feels like less.
Absolutely. And when it goes bad, it can go real bad. 30%-ish. I will trust Sarah's math.
You know, Black Sesame Seed, I am shocked that there has not been a fan Earthbound game on 64 hardware yet.
There's a fan project, I believe. It's in the works.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah. I think they've got the battle screens working.
It just felt like something that should have happened by now, just based on who does with a pretty spicy graveyard, but thankfully they were all positioned pretty well, so.
Yeah, you can get the Boogey kill with 4 hits. It's just an incredibly high roll. You've got like 21 HP worth of leeway. Okay, and there was a puppet hidden behind that sign. MissDes also getting a fly down here.
Yeah.
Okay, we were clear entering the fight. Heikonnic skipping the bear, just has to go for it. $588, that will do it.
Wow.
GG to Des.
Oh, Heikonnic still did have a skip sandwich also.
Oh, I did miss that.
Yeah, I also missed that, so.
Yeah, we're booking it right down here. We're gonna be within 40 seconds still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, based on if Jeff does his job here, it's gonna be pretty, Ooh. A fly
Okay.
on Jeff is kind of annoying, but not terrible.
Unfortunately, wastes a turn.
Yeah.
466 has about 113 HP left, taking out Jeff.
Yeah.
Rocket Alpha coming out. Not able to get the bottle rocket off. This next rockin' should do it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. GG's to both our runners.
GG's for sure. $110.02 for Dez. Very good, very good. We're looking at a 111, 112-ish for Heikonnic. Not having the Jeff levels is nice. Be better if it was no Paulo levels, but can't have everything. No, still 30, about a 40-second gap, about 34 seconds. That's
incredibly close.
That's good. That's good mashing right there. Great job by both our runners. What a good race the whole way through. They were like right on each other the whole time.
It's a very good race, and so Miss Des will proceed on into the bracket and will be facing off against whoever wins the Octopus Call versus Blasmu.
Ooh. That will be a fun race.
So we'll either see a huge
Sunday?
upset.
I think that one's scheduled, question mark.
It is Sunday.
Okay.
It is Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. This is quite an early race.
Right. What a good race. Thank you, Shuki, for helping me with this. I appreciate it. I appreciate not having to do comms by myself.
It's an absolute pleasure. This has been a very nice time.
Yeah. Coming up next, we have a quad with a certain Chef Gobes in it that has to go get his OBS set up and take his dog out to go pee. So I'm gonna skedaddle and go do all that.
Absolutely. Good luck in your race. And that is just a reminder, is right after this, once we get set up, we will be seeing a quad. It will be Tracy versus Sharpless and Sarah versus Chef Gobes. So be sure to stick around.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Bye, y'all.